Hi guys and warm welcome to Sleepy Trade channel. My name is Mekti. Today is 29th of December 2024, the end of the year results of our channel. What has been going on with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrencies? Let's talk about this and see the results for 2024 before we start with 2025. There's going to be a lot of information and interesting news and thoughts that we have regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets for the upcoming year. So let's start. As usual, we start with Bitcoin and Ethereum. What has happened to Bitcoin for the last 12 months? What is going to happen with the next 12 months as we move forward for 2025? Well, if we look at the monthly chart and see how the pattern is forming right now for Bitcoin, it much looks like a shooting star pattern. So what that means is that the price is significantly going up, slowly up, grinding its way. And then we see a whole sales of happening, which will eventually turn the price going down or lower to the levels where we can buy it for cheap. But we never know whether it's going to happen or it's just a fake shooting star that the market is telling us that might happen before they actually can buy in some more and see the price of Bitcoin reaching $1 million level. So again, this is just a thought, this is just a theory, this is just a technical analysis that we see. And before we see the confirmation of the shooting star pattern, we need to see it close this month as it is right now with this like a huge wick and a red button. Then we should see a red candle after that, which will actually confirm that there is a shooting star pattern. And only then we should be thinking about maybe we can short this thing. I would definitely not recommend you to short Bitcoin, as Bitcoin being the most popular asset, crypto asset in the world, basically. So this is just an idea for you to think whether it is time to buy Bitcoin, at what price, and how it should be done, with which amount of money you should be spending on buying Bitcoin. So if we just skip back to the beginning of 2024, we've seen the price of Bitcoin reaching up from 16,000 level up to 42,000. This is the time when we heard about Bitcoin ETF being implemented. Currently, we know that the biggest ETFs and Michael Saylor, which is MicroStrategy, head of MicroStrategy, they're just investing huge amounts of money in buying Bitcoin. But the thing is, they're not using their own money. The money they're using is usually either loaned money, which is MicroStrategy is doing by issuing bonds, and the second one is BlackRock and another ETFs that has been launched this year, and they're just buying it with investors' money, which is good for them because the more people will buy, the more commission they will get. Anyhow, if we look back at the beginning of the year, we can see the price reaching 42,235 level, which we said might be a small resistance here, and you should definitely pay attention at 48 to 50,000 levels. And if we see a couple of weeks after that, after the Bitcoin ETF has been launched at 48,500, we can see a huge correction happening with the price dropping below 42,235. At that time, we were thinking, okay, if that has happened, we've seen that thing before when the CME launched Bitcoin and the price went from 20K to 3K, basically 2,800. We were thinking this is a possibility for Bitcoin to reach its peak price, but unfortunately, you never know the market can keep on going up. And if you see this image, it very much resembles what we see right now, which is a pin bar, which is basically a shooting star pattern that also had a confirmation. But eventually, a couple weeks after that, we can see the price just skyrocketing up higher, breaking all the resistance levels that we had on the way, and actually reaching 63,645 level, which we're saying if we reach that price, just forget about all your shorts. This is not the best time to short. Just watch the market and make your decisions carefully. So what we were expecting is after it reached the all-time highs and made it above 70,000, we're just thinking, okay, this might be something looking like a phase of distribution of the assets along the market, which would look like Wyckoff distribution. You can see it on the picture here. But a few weeks after that, we can see that like we're not reaching for the phase B right now. It's not just reaching the new highs. So we thought like this time, definitely not Wyckoff. Unfortunately, I love Wyckoff very much and his distribution and accumulation phases. This is not distribution. we should forget about this plan and see what will happen after that. What we've seen is that the price actually went down, grinding its whole way down, reaching up to the 50,000 level. We said, okay, if this is happening this way, this might be a very bullish sign. This is a bull flag. And we measured a few targets for the bull flag, which was 84,450, 98,200, and 107,500 levels, which we said which will be 3 targets after we bought the Bitcoin all the way up while it was grinding. Now we should see those targets might be the ones that reversal signs should be appearing when we reach those prices. So what happened after that, we've seen it break through the first target like it never happened, was never there. 84,450 was just bounce, bought in, just went up straight, and reaching the second target of 98,200. This is the second time we sold some Bitcoin just to fix in some profits. We can see that the price stopped there for a week. But after a few weeks again, it pushed up higher and we reached our third target, which we talked about, 107,500. Actually, it made it a bit more to 100,800. But eventually, we reached all the 3 targets that we were expecting by the beginning of the year after we've seen this correction happening throughout March to September. And just to make a clear picture, we should definitely see how far could Bitcoin go if it will go up. Maybe this is the end. Maybe this is what Bitcoin was forming out for the whole time, for the decade that was growing through. But again, this is not my idea. This is just the thought of one of the traders that I know. He figured this out. He's seen this pattern repeating itself. And so I decided to show it to you. If Sergey, you're seeing this video, hi. Thank you very much. I still keep that idea in my TradingView account. I see still that idea as a possibility of what might be happening. And again, guys, just to see the bigger picture, we should see the logarithmic chart, a full-scale chart of the Bitcoin history since the beginning of 2010-2011 start of trades. So what we do here is we measure the correction and see how much it grew after the correction, figuring out through the size. So again, from 12 to 2, it's about 10 logarithmic, again, logarithmic wise, 2 multiplied by 2.618 is $918, which is about $1,000. So again, if you put a Fibonacci retracement on the levels from now $12 to $2, again, this is the time when Bitcoin was just forming its price, so we cannot be sure it would be 100%. But again, more or less it's reaching the target of 2618. Usually, the next one is smaller than one we've seen before. So if we measure Bitcoin move from 1,100 to the lows, not breaking, just taking the wick out, which is $202, we can see that it's reached the 1.618 level, which is -1 from 2.618, and it's reaching at the price of 19,756. That's an interesting idea. So let's see if there is any correlation after that. And there is a small correlation, because if we measure the move from 19,000 to 3,000 level and then see it move up to 0.618 level, it actually almost reached the top of 61,000, which was the last we've seen Bitcoin at 2021, which was the top. Eventually we broke some of it, but by the matter of fact, after a few months, it went down and corrected itself. So we should be fitting the same narrative right now on the move, on the correction move, which we've seen in 2022 to 2023. And if we measure that move and see it move up, you can definitely see the price of 108,379, which is a half of 0.618. And this is the top level which we've seen right now. So might be the time when Bitcoin has reached the top and is ready for the next correction. Eventually, please do not make decisions on selling on your Bitcoins and selling all your coins and whatever you have in crypto assets, just thinking, okay, it's going to doom and there is nothing good going to be happening. No, there's actually a variant when there's a possibility, I would say not a variant, of it going up and reaching like a huge prices. But usually it happens after a very long correction, which is about 80 to 85%, which is happening like every time there is a correction phase. And in case you're looking forward to buy Bitcoin for cheap, just be sure to have enough funds to buy it when it will correct to 70 to 80% from the current all-time highs, which is about $108,000. But as I said, we also may have a possibility of Bitcoin reaching its tops at 396,000 levels. This is a possibility. This is just a chance, because if we measure the move of 2015 to 2020 move and we see a small retracement of 30%, we can see a small thing called as a possibility, which is happening, that it's reaching the next level of Fibonacci, which is 1.236, and the next one is 1618. For some reason, this might happen, so just keep that in mind in case you're looking for a doom. It might not happen, and you might see the price of Bitcoin reaching to $400,000 and crying yourself because you sold at 100,000 because, well, some dude on the internet told you to. Never sell your Bitcoin. But that's not a financial advice. So again, not to forget, Bitcoin might retrace, Bitcoin might start falling because of the situations on the market. The market may go down. There's a humongous amount of geopolitical uncertainty happening right now. There is a lot of things happening with the Federal Reserve decreasing its rate. There's also some uh, unbelievable things happening with the initial job claims in United States, all over the world. So there's a lot of financial factors, and Bitcoin still being the risky asset that we have on the markets right now, we can definitely see it correct. And if it does correct, in case the price actually goes down, be sure to have enough funds to buy it at 85% correction level, which is currently is about at $15,000 a level. It might stop at 25, it might not reach even 20. There is a possibility of happening, but the thing is, you should be ready to buy for cheap in order to sell for high price. So telling you all about this, we'll return back to the levels that we are ready to buy it on spot market, and the current level that we're ready to buy it at is about 86,000. Of course, it would be much better to see it at the region of 77 to $72,000. This is a very good place to accumulate some Bitcoin in case it goes lower to those phases. In case it goes even lower than that, this is a 50% discount, which is 61,925, which is $62,000. This is a 50% discount for the Bitcoin you see at the all-time highs right now. So I would not be I would actually be eager to buy it as much as I can at 50% discount. Think about as you're buying a piece of gold with a 50% discount, or you buying your favorite car with a 50% discount. Basically, this is the thing that you should be ready for. And in case you're looking forward to buy it with a margin, you should be looking for to buy it at 73,000 level, which is a very good level of support right now, and you can actually go in with a margin of 3x margin maximum. Like I wouldn't dare for more, but like 3x margin, 3 times of the amount that you have is 73,400 level. This is a very good level to buy. Of course, there might be a stop and small consolidation of the level of 85,400, 81,600 levels. You can see it on the screen right now. This is also a very good support zone. Right now, it's holding above 92,000, which is the current level of support of marginal traders. So in case marginal traders are ready to buy in and they're ready to get in the position, they're going to start doing it after they see the price going low to $91,800 level. You can definitely see they're going in, like MicroStrategy like crazy is buying it at those levels. They're ready with their funds. Well, not their funds, they're actually loaning those funds. And if you are a futures trader and you want to get into the futures with a 5x leverage trade, of course you should be looking out for a $78,000 level and below. The good region for you to start buying in with a 5x leverage is from 71,700 to 61,800 levels. This is a very good region to buy it in. You should always have your stop loss below this 57,800 level in case the price goes as low as that, because there might be a humongous wave of liquidations happening on the market. But there's also a much riskier traders which are ready to go with a 10x leverage on their derivatives, and of course they should be starting to look out for the buying in at below the 87,500 level. The good area to buy in with a 10x leverage would be from 82 to 75 $1,000 level. This is a very good region to buy in and sell when it goes up. Of course, you should be ready with your stop loss, which is going to be below $72,878 respectively. And of course, what we see right now, what we were talking about, is after we reach our third target level, which was at $107,500, right now we see a consolidation. We were talking about the consolidation happening in December. So we're saying in December, we might see the price reach for our target. We will sell there and we'll see what's going to happen next. And what we can see right now is it seeing that $1,300 being as the level of resistance, the red line you see on the screen, and the consolidation area, which is from 98,750 to 91,186, basically 91,200. So again, the two green lines which you see on the screen right now, this is the area of consolidation. In case it goes below, we should start be looking out below 87,000, but this is currently the consolidation phase which we see right now in Bitcoin. In case the price is consolidating for some time, it might take months, even maybe quarters, maybe 2 or 3 or 2 quarters usually. Yeah, 6 months. That's a good time for the consolidation of Bitcoin. And this is the slowest phase on the market. Yes, you may see some altcoins making access and like making to the moons, but at the same time, Bitcoin is going to keep on consolidating in this area between $98,000 to $92,000. So be careful. Watch our channel Telegram group is in the link down below. We write about those things, unfortunately in Russian, but maybe fortunately. So maybe you should start learning Russian, but Telegram actually allows you to translate the messages. So I hope you like it, and do not forget to click the link below to enter our group in Telegram. So next one is Ethereum. Ethereum been making great. Like, it's been going up along with Bitcoin, not as fast as Bitcoin, and there's a reason for that. But currently what we can see is Ethereum reaching is $4,000, which is a psychological level of resistance. You can see a lot of whales selling there, but at the same time, one whales are selling, the other ones are buying. There's always a buyer and there's a seller. So for the last few weeks, we've seen it making a new lows, and now it's trading at the support zone between 3,000 to 3,200 levels. It's actually holding very well there. It might break the zone. I see a very good price of 2625, which is a very good place to start buying in. But of course, the currently lowest level of support is 2400. In case you break that, like, there's a huge wave of liquidations, longs are dying, and Bitcoin is falling down rapidly. Some shit is happening, and definitely we can see go as low as 1800 to 1700, which is a golden levels of buying in. Yeah, there's a possibility for it to go lower, but currently let's call it like 1700 being like a solid stone below the river. And as I said before, why Ethereum is not growing as rapidly as Bitcoin is a very good chart of Ethereum to Bitcoin. You can see it on the screen. And as we were saying in the beginning of the year, if we break 0.05, guys, see the area of 0.043, 0.041, it consolidated there. Then it created the channel. We've seen this bullish kind of move that was actually a trap for the bulls, and actually it did reach the levels, as we said, of 0.033, 0.031. This is a very good levels of support right now. It is holding even after it retested this dynamic level of resistance, which is becoming a support right now. And as we had a couple of plans in case Ethereum is going to keep on going up, breaking the 0.043, 0.041 after a small consolidation, actually didn't do it. Didn't even reach 0.041, went back just to retest this dynamic level of support, and even the level of 0.033 is holding well right now. So we might have this plan B when the price went down and it's going to go up again because of the dominance going lower and Ethereum being bought more by the market. And of course, this will affect the price of Ethereum relative to Bitcoin to go up. So again, small consolidation is a very good thing to happen. It's a possibility for you to buy in, especially if you're trading Ethereum to Bitcoin. There's also a chance that everything might go south. And in case that happens, there's a level of 0.026, which is the next level of support. And of course, the discount zone, which will happen in case the price goes lower as 0.023. And the last chart of Bitcoin is a Bitcoin dominance. So as we were saying, it was creating this channel, it was moving inside the channel. Every time it was touching the next level of resistance, we were hoping so much that dominance will start to go down, and eventually did after it reached the level of 60.34%. And of course, it didn't go from the first time, but from the third time, it actually went down, broke the channel. We were saying like, okay, there's a strong support happening at the levels of 52.12, 52.13%. And there's a couple of levels which we see is 53.86, 52.60. This is level of support. Might reach that price after it retests this dynamic level of support for resistance. It was resistant for the first time in December, then it broke again, and now it's checking it for the support. There's a plan B in case the dominance still goes up. There is a possibility for it to go up to this dynamic level, which we see on the screen, the orange line. It said like before we touch this orange line, which is going to be about 61.3%. Before we see the Bitcoin dominance actually reach those levels, we will not be able to see the real altcoin market, when the market of the altcoins is going nuts, and we can see a huge amount of them just making 100 to 200% gains in a day. So let's wait, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll break it back again and we'll see it reaching the levels of 52%. In that case, a lot of altcoins are going to make crazy gains. In case it actually shows a support and the price moves, the dominance moves up to 61.3, 62%, then of course Bitcoin dominance is going to suck all the funds from all the other cryptocurrency assets we see on the market. All the liquidity will be sucked in, and we're going to see Bitcoin just trying to hold those levels of support as we talked about in the beginning of our video. So just be careful for the next year. This is going to be the chart number one for you to see, because this is going to form your decisions in order how to enter trades, whether to look out more for altcoins or for Bitcoin. Of course, you can also watch our show and see the levels to buy in for your altcoins and for the Bitcoin in case you're buying it. As for the next part of our video is altcoins. Usually, and as always, we talk about altcoins that have a market cap of more than $10 billion on the coin market cap. So you can always see which ones we're going to be talking about. And the first one after Bitcoin and Ethereum is right now XRP. XRP is great, is holding the 222, 204 levels of support. These two green lines you can see on the screen. And there's a temporary levels of support. I would say they're pretty much temporary, is 195, 182. There's two red lines which you see on the screen. Of course, in case they get broken, and usually they are eventually, we might see it's stopping by at the level of 165, which is a very good support zone. Going lower than that is 126, 116. This is a golden retracement levels of support before we break the all-time high at 3.31. In case that happens, meaning that Ripple is ripping it off and all the funds are going in, the Federal Reserve is actually thinking about using XRP as their I don't know, savings asset or some kind of a repo asset, maybe. I'm not sure. There might be some very good news happening in case XRP is going up and government is starting to use XRP in their international trades. But currently, we definitely see the level of 262, 2.5. I would even say 2.5 as being the resistance currently. It's a psychological level of 2.5 dollars for XRP. So again, the price should get higher than 262 in order for it to continue its bullish momentum. In case it goes below the 195, below the $2 level, 165 is currently the lowest support, and the lowest one is 126, 116. And of course, the major support is going to be happening at 78 to 70 cents. We have not tested those levels, so be ready in case you have funds to be able to buy it at those levels, because there's always a possibility for it to go down. Next one is a BNB. BNB is feeling pretty well. It's in the channel. It's trying to break back above the channel and it's trying to trade above the channel. There's a lot of projects, a lot of things happening with BNB and Binance Smart Chain right now. A lot of projects are moving in, and Binance is actually pushing everyone to be using its Binance Smart Chain in their token usage, NFTs creation, whatever you want, you can do it on Binance Smart Chain. Just go in. So that's why there's always a the demand for BNB on the market, and you can always buy it on Binance. In case it goes below, and you may see it actually break below and getting into the channel, there's a good level of support of $600, 606. Basically, this is the current level of support, and there is levels below $530 for BNB coin. So far so good. In case you're holding it, keep on holding. You may sell it after it breaks the all-time high, but in case you don't get in before it reaches the price of $606. Regarding Solana, Solana is doing great. This year, this is a whole consolidation year that has been happening. It was forming a triangle pattern, breaking above, creating the new all-time high of $264.53, then making a good correction, actually reaching of 176 to 163 dynamics of the supports, I would say a good support zone between 163 to 177. Now it sees the resistance at $202, not even reaching for like cents. Sometimes we won't want to sell it because we're buying and selling it, buying it low, selling it high. So you buy 177, sell it 202. So in case it doesn't reach those levels, well, you're still waiting for it to do so. So far so good. So Solana has been trading between these two resistance and support levels. In case it does break below, we can see the level of $132, which is a very good level to buy. This is a Solana with a 50% discount, but I would rather think it's going to trade for some time here before it breaks above and makes a new all-time high. I do really think Solana has a very huge potential in the market because there's money and liquidity in the blockchain. They're working very hard on it to work well. There's a lot of items being implemented in Solana. So Solana does have a huge potential to move up higher and breaking its all-time high next year. Regarding the Dogecoin, well, Elon Musk is the mover of the market right now. Currently, we see it's breaking the 36 cents support level, trading mid at those 0.32 cents as we mark this price in November. We said there might be a stop if we break back down, which is happening right now. Basically, it's trading like on the level. It has found a support at 28 to 25 cents support zone. We talked about this. This is a very heavy support zone. In case it does break below that, there's a small possibility for it to stop at 21 cents, 21 and a half cents. In case it goes below than that, there's a 17 to 15 cent support zone. But I would rather think Elon Musk is going to push the idea after December 20 that Dogecoin should be the official currency of Mars. I don't know, maybe of the moon, or maybe you can pay for the SpaceX trip with Dogecoin. Then it's gonna be nuts. Or you can just pay for the SpaceX trip just using the Dogecoin. So we don't accept dollars, we don't accept XRP. We just want Doge in case you want to fly to space. There's a lot of rich guys that'll be ready to buy it and just maybe sell it to some other people in order to make profits. So again, Dogecoin is highly inflationary thing. It's a meme coin. It's just for fun, but everybody's expecting it to break the all-time highs of 75 cents. Before we actually do so, we still have the levels of resistance. Right now it's 36.9, which is basically 37 cents. Breaking above is a mediocre level of 42 cents. After that, there's a whole area of resistance between 49 to 45 cents. There's a small resistance at 55, and then we're gonna see a 75 cents level for Dogecoin. So again, buy it cheap, buy it low, sell it high. This is quite simple. We always talk in our shows about those prices. Cardano, which is unfortunate and crazy and unexpected and what the hell move that was happening. So as we said, Cardano has been trading slowly, reaching to the discount zone between 31 to 3 cents. This is a very discount zone for Cardano. This is a very good area to accumulate, and we've seen this dynamic level of resistance which was eventually broken out through. It didn't even stop at the level of 45 cents, making it up all the way to the resistance area between 66 to 73 cents. Then it broke up again, and we can see it's trying to break from the first time, didn't manage to do so, of the area 118, 108. We may see it actually reach to 155 level. But before that, we should actually retest and see whether there's a buyers standing at 73 to 66 area of support. And of course, we have not tested the 45 cents. So in case this should go south, you're ready to buy it at 45 cents. In case you do believe that Cardano is being a very interesting and important blockchain, and it will be actually used for the elections, as Elon Musk was saying in his speeches in the future. Regarding Tron, that bastard. The actual thing is that Tron is used to pay the commissions in case you make a transfers of USDT. So you don't pay it with USDT or dollars or whatever. Yes, of course, the support of the exchanges is actually lowering down to $1. But in case you're doing it on your custodial, non-custodial wallet, basically your own wallet, in that situation, you can see that the commission that you're paying is Tron. And in order to pay Tron, you need to have Tron. And when the price of Tron is high, the commission that you're paying might even reach like $5 to $6 to $7 just to transfer $10. So again, we were not very happy when the price of Tron was 45 cents, but eventually it actually broke the all-time high it made in 2017, 2018, which is crazy. There's a lot of demand for Tron, and Tron is changing, Tron is developing. Justin Sun is just getting richer and richer. So we were saying like, Justin, please sell all your Tron into the market. Please let us have a smaller commissions whenever we make a transfer. So what actually happened is, yeah, we've seen the price move significantly up to 45 cents, then it went right down. There is a levels of support, the area of support of 30 to 27 cents. Now now it already became a resistance, and now it found the support at 22.5 cents, which is a level of support currently. It might reach to the levels of resistance of 30 to 27 again before it will actually retest the 22.5, or it might keep on going higher to 34 cents, which I really highly doubt and hope it will not happen. The best level of support currently for Tron is 17 to 15 cents. So in case you're looking forward to buy more of it for to pay commissions, you should be looking out for those numbers on your exchange. Regarding Avalanche, this is a very well traded asset. You can definitely see any levels that we've figured out and we've seen, we marked them. This was every time a very good level to buy or sell whenever whatever you were doing and thinking of doing. So the area between 31 to $35 being the area of resistance was broken through. We even traded some time inside of it, then we moved up, reached the area of resistance 51 to $56, then retraced back. There is a good mediocre levels of 44 to $41. We marked them as well. Now we are back to the area of support 31 to $35. Case we break down, there's a lot of levels like 30, 28 to $23, and a very heavy level of support at 21.5. Anything for Avalanche below the 14.75, below the $15 level, is a discount zone. So in case the price goes lower than 15 bucks, be ready just to buy it every 50 cents or every dollar, just to be able to accumulate more of Avalanche, because the blockchain is working well, the group is the company is developing, so everything is very much nice with Avalanche. I really hope a new projects will be launched in. So for the future, the level of resistance 73.78, which is $75. So for the future, in case you accumulate a lot of Avalanche, you'll be able to sell it at 75 bucks easily, maybe even higher. We'll talk more about that in our videos. Do not forget to hit the bell button below so you will not miss the new videos in our channel. Talking about ton. So we even moved the level of 6.85 to $7. This is a complete disaster level. Whenever the price is reaching $7, there is a humongous sales happening. We seen the areas of support, and right now currently it's 556 to 511. So how it was all starting in March last year, this year so far, the price went up and it was trying to move higher than $8. Everybody was expecting $10, but unfortunately the big sells started at $8. We've seen the price trying to hold the $7. Unfortunately, it didn't make it. We've seen the dynamic level of support being broken down. We've seen the price dropping down to 556, 511 levels, trying to break back up above the 7 in August. Didn't do it. Getting back down. Seen a support at 4.6, which was the level, the last resort level. And we've seen in May, beginning end of April, May. So there's a 4.6 as a level of price, and there's a good area of support 556, 511 currently. In case it goes lower than that, then there's a $4 level, which might be a support. And of course, the level would be eager to buy ton. We hope the ecosystem grows. We hope that there will be a liquidity crisis solved within the Ton blockchain space. We hope that the technical wise everything will be okay. But unfortunately, I'm not ready to buy in a lot of Ton before I see the price reaching $3 and seeing that the project is still alive, because I'm heavily using Telegram. Our main group is a Telegram. You can see it linked down below, and we see a lot of innovations being implemented into Telegram. We want to see more Ton to be implemented and more liquidity coming through the Telegram or any other ways into Ton. So for the whales to be able to sell it and see the results of their investments to grow, and of course for the small fishes to buy in when it's low and sell when it's high. Regarding Chainlink, this project is actually working so well. I wouldn't say anything bad about Chainlink because they're the biggest oracle on the market. What is Oracle? You can Google. In case you don't want to Google, think about it as the guy that you trust, because if you say that, okay, in case it's like 12 o'clock tomorrow, 12 a.m., there will be a rain in my on my balcony, then you pay me 1 Ethereum and you bet with somebody. So you need to some guy that will actually tell whether there's rain, humidity levels showing that there is a rain outside. And one of those things is Chainlink. Chainlink is decentralized network working as an oracle, and they're implementing their networks even with a humongous giants same as Visa or MasterCard right now, or with the huge banks. We need oracles very much, and we need the oracles that we'll be able to trust, and Chainlink is one of them. So price wise talking, we can see that it has been consolidating for some time, was like correcting and not even reaching the level of 775, which was the low of this year, consolidating for some time, seeing the level of 12 to $11 being a resistance, broke through that resistance, reaching the area of resistance of 20 to 18 and a half dollars, breaking through that resistance, reaching the level of 26.5, trading for some times between the area of support of 20 to $18 and the 26.5. Now it was trying to do that again, breaking through, reaching the area of resistance of $32 to $35. This is the green two lines you can see on the screen, but didn't make it because of the $30 is a psychological level of resistance. The big sales were happening because, think about it this way. You bought a lot of Chainlink at 10 bucks. Now it's 30. Wouldn't you sell it? Wouldn't you? You actually would. And those things were done by whales. You can see this happening in the candles in December. They were like heavily selling it, fixing in their profits. That's their chance. So in case they're buying in, they're going to be buying it back at $20. And in case they're very lucky, it might actually reach $12 to $11. This is a very good area of support for Chainlink. Regarding Shiba Inu, meme coin, total bullshit. Like has nothing underneath it except some memes, and we can see the price consolidating going down. We can see that was happening. I said like, okay guys, in case it goes below 11,000, this is the area of interest. You can actually think about accumulating some Shiba Inu in case you're interested in meme coins. But I actually just touched it in August when there was a huge dump happening with Bitcoin and everything. Just touched the area of 11,300, went back up, and we can see it's been consolidating and moving up from levels to levels, from the areas to the areas. As I said, the areas were 15 to 14,000 was a very good support. Moving up to the levels of resistance 21 to 19, 18, 19,800, which is like, call it 20,000. Yes, it was the levels of resistance. Breaking through, not even seeing 25, just breaking through to the next area of resistance of 30 to 32,000, not being able to break through that area and going back down, seeing a support at 25, now going lower to 21 to 19,000. So it's easy for you to trade it because you actually may say, okay, there's a 20K, I buy it at 20K, I sell it at 25. Goes lower as 15, I'll buy at 15, I'll sell everything at 20, 21, whatever you want to call it. Goes as low as 12, well, that's a very good area of support. That's the basic asset that I'm trading for some unknown reason. I don't trade Bitcoin, I trade Shiba. crazy people, and they'll be able to buy it at $12,000, 12,000, 0.0.12 thousands, and sell it at 15. So pretty easy asset, very well moving, like simple and understandable, although being a meme coin. Talking about Sui, this is a very interesting asset that has been in our list of altcoins which are having a market cap of more than $10 billion. And Sui has been consolidating for the whole year after a small, and well, not a small, but a huge pump. And what we can see right now is trying to break the $5 level, heavily growing up after the August dump. Like it's a tremendous move from 50 cents to basically $5 is 10x move. But what we can see right now is breaking this formation of moving up. We can see a lot of sales happening, and there's a support happening at the same time. So a lot of whales are keep on buying into this blockchain. At the same time, there are a lot of whales that were buying it low, selling it back to the market, trying to push the price down. What I really think is the best thing to do is to expect it to get to the first discount zone of 333,306. In case it does not hold there, there's always a 50% discount level at 2.47, call it 2.5. In case it doesn't hold there, there's a very good levels of support, 189, 173, let's call it 189, just simple as that. 189 is a very good level of support, but of course there's also a possibility for the things go very much south. I don't know, some shit happening with the blockchain or whatever. It may actually go to $1, back to $1 again, and that's a huge loss for Sui that might happen. But again, if you do really think and you made your research, you checked what Sui is, you like the team, you like the guys, you know the guys, and you think the blockchain is going to be number one within the next 6 to 12 months, maybe you should start buying in. And again, the starting point at 3 is 3.78. In case you didn't buy it from the first time, you might do it the second time, or the area of 330, 306. Regarding Hedera, which is HBAR. HBAR, same as XRP, same as XLM. It was accumulating for a long time, then started moving up. Didn't feel the level of 8 cents, broke through, seen a support at, well, after breaking through the 12 to 13 cents, seen a support there, moving out straight through those levels of 21 to 19 cents, making up its way up to the levels of resistance of 38 to 35 cents. This is the area of resistance. It has not been broken by many coins. I mean, like almost none of them broke through this area of resistance of 38 to 35 cents. Well, green areas as we call it, from the bottom to the top. And what we see right now is trying to find like a level of support at 25 cents, psychological level of support. I would rather be looking forward to buy it at 21 to 20 to 19 cents, but the best thing is to see it reach down to 13 12 cents area, as it's being the heaviest levels of support currently for Hedera Hashgraph. Do not forget that things might go south. We may see it retest the level of 8 cents, going as low as that. As for the past week, we've seen a humongous move of the new coin, which has been lately presented basically in 2022. It is called BitGet token. This is the token of the exchange. Well, it's almost the same as the BNB coin and some other coins of the exchanges that have been issued. For the last week, it made crazy move. If we see from the bottom line that was happening, it was below than dollar, and now it's above 8. Basically, that is a crazy move with a humongous crypto market cap income, having it placed almost at the bottom of the list of the big market cap coins that have a market cap of more than $10 billion. But we can see it's reaching the new highs and making it crazy for everyone just to see those kind of moves. So those things are happening. And in case you think that BitGet, the new exchange, which is not very new relative to Binance, it is new relative to Bybit. For example, it's like 6 or 7 months difference. But what we can see from this move is this is a potential move up, same as it was with the BNB coin and other coins, in case there is a demand for that coin, for that token. So we can see it's been making a new high of $8.5. And in case you're interested, in case you're trading on Bybit, BitGet, sorry, and in case you would like to get a referral link, I'll make it sooner or later. Not sure about how they're working with citizens from Russian Federation, but Currently, what we can see is the move up to 8.5 and the retracement to 6.5 level, 5.7, 5.2 region, which is very good buy, and 4.25, which is a 50% retracement, a big discount. If you're eager to buy it in, this is the points where you should buying it. Of course, those levels might change once we see a new high, but this is a huge potential for the next year. So again, in case you're using BitGet and you think their token would be much used, then of course there's a potential for you to see a higher moves in price for that token. Regarding Polkadot, I really don't want to talk much. We can see here the consolidation. Well, we're expecting it to actually break the 93% level, going as deep as 95, 96. But fortunately, they held the level of 385, which is 93% discount for the Polkadot. It moved up, went slowly but carefully, went through the interesting price zone, discount zone of 5.51 and wanted to move higher. It just slashed through $8, retested it in late November, the end of the year, and then it almost like everybody else wanted to move to $12 and maybe move even higher. But unfortunately, it didn't even do that. So I don't think there is a huge potential in Polkadot. I never liked this coin. But in case you're interested, again, holding $8, going back to the interesting discounted zone, which is below 5.5, and like 358, 385, $4. This is a good areas to buy Polkadot, but only in case if you think Polkadot will actually break the $12 range and move to $19 to $21, which is the next resistance level. Of course, only because of that. Next is a Stellar Lumen, like the XRP, like SageBar, like ADA, like a lot of other old tokens, old coins. It has made a very long consolidation for till the end of the year, went into the discount zone below 9 cents, and actually made a crazy move along with XRP. As XRP, as every other Bitcoin, it stopped at this green area of resistance. For XLM, this is 57 to 62 cents. Went back, retested the 46 cents support level, went back up, see that there's a resistance. Now it's moving back down. It's holding at the support area of 35 to 32 cents. Might break it lower, so interesting points for you is 21 to 19, call it let's $20 zone. In case it breaks even lower, 13.5, this is the biggest level to hold for XLM. Huge potential, same as XRP, same as HBAR, same as those old names that we all know and we hold. If in case it makes the new all-time high, we'll be posting it in our channel, but like this is the levels for you to buy and this is the levels for you to sell in case you're ready. Now let's talk about the altcoins that are bullish to Bitcoin. Basically, their number has increased significantly through the last year. Some of the names we already have discussed. This is a very good sign that there's altcoin market boom that might be happening, alt market, as whatever you call it, altcoin season. The thing is that as long as those coins are moving above exponential moving average 100 on a weekly base to Bitcoin, meaning that they're gaining more funds, more liquidity is flowing into them. And some of them we already discussed, like Tron, Stellar, XRP, Dogecoin. We have not discussed all of them, so let's see. The first one is Aave. For the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about Aave. Aave has seen a resistance at $380 as the round number. Of course, it still has the resistance levels, resistance area between $450 and $412. We might reach that price, and the consolidation at $334 is showing that there is a potential. I do really think that there is a huge potential to make a new all-time high for Aave. Again, this is a lending protocol in case you have old Bitcoins that you have in your bag, you want to put them into the Ethereum eco space. So what you do is you use Aave to lend you some Ether or wrapped Bitcoin and to enter the ERC20 space. Of course, there is a support level. Currently, it's the area of 250 to 30. There's a potential for it to go south as everything else below the 157 to 142 range. And of course, the major level of support is $97.5. So look out for Aave. Aave is very, very interesting. regarding the AGLD. AGLD has shown us something crazy this year after a very long consolidation, not going below even 61 cents level, not even reaching the discount zone, which is a 42 cents level and below. It has made a crazy move up. There is a low liquidity. It almost broke and held above the 280, 261 area of resistance. You can see it's touching it right now, and almost reached the 323 level, which is the super top resistance. After that, there's only all-time high. Then it retraced back, went below even the area of the golden retracement area, 161, 148. Traded here for some time, not even touching a $1 price, went back up again meeting a resistance. So there is some crazy potential in AAGLD. There is a lot of volume trading right now after the October. So hopefully next year it might even show a higher numbers, but AGLD right now is very well looking. The token of the year, I would call it the crazy move. If you would have bought it like in the beginning of the year and sold it at the all-time highs, you would have made 7,300%. This is Mantra DAO. Project has not been talked a lot about. There is lack of like trades happening. I mean, these moves are happening, but there's not as much liquidity as it was in the beginning. So the big market money is still in the coin, and it's very well holding the support levels. Currently it's 353. It might go lower to the area between 311 286, and of course the 50% discount level 231. I do really think the better is to wait until it reaches this golden area of 162 176, because it should retest it for support, and it's usually a good time to buy, so you could sell it at 231 or $3 even, because uh, this coin needs to chill. I mean, for the last year, it was going crazy. I had a huge position, a good position in the coin. I sold it early. I sold it at like 160, 170. I posted in our channel, made a good profit. I was thinking like, dude, come on. I just made like 10x profit. What else? I mean, come on, not more. But then it made this next huge move up and went up to 450, which is crazy. And I really hope, guys, that you still hold some of Mantra DAO and sold some of it at least and fixed in some profits. So this is the coin of the year, the token of the year, Mantra DAO. Regarding PHA, this is a new thing. There's a lot of liquidity going in, and like a lot of trades are happening right now. It found the resistance at this golden area of resistance, might get back to 29 to 26 cents to check for support. Usually those pumps are happening. I hope this time it will actually make it above 60 cents. Just touched the 62 cents, 60 cents area, went back down. Maybe it will still hold a 47, 43, or it will go lower as 30 cents, like 29 to 26 area. But the biggest area of resistance for PHA is 83 to 76 cents. Of course, the 95 cents and the dollar is psychological and very heavy level to break, so don't expect that to be happening. But we never know. It's a crypto world. Might happen even today. Regarding Super, this is a grinder of the year, I would say, because it was grinding its all way down and actually entered the discount zone. In case you were buying in the discount zone, that's a good thing for you. We're talking about this coin because it was just softly and generously grinding its way up, moving its way up. 220 was the current stop for it, because like the sellers started to sell, not even letting the price reach the 238 level as we were expecting and anticipating. Yet it's been holding very well. I mean, the levels of $1 is good to hold. 69 70 cents level is the next support level. Discount zone below 47 cents. I really do think it has a potential to still grind up, maybe do as a Mantra DAO and just kick through the old levels and kick through 320, $3, 360, 364, maybe even make the all-time high. So again, Super, watch after this. For a very long time, it's been grinding its way up carefully and steadily with no huge volumes, just softly, not telling everyone, come on guys, I'm here, just buy me. No, no, no. Regarding the horizon, which is Zen, it has been showing a crazy moves for the last couple of weeks. We can see it's just trying to break 39 to 36. There is a sales happening here. Now I was going to check the support level at 24.71, maybe 25 range, $25 range as a support level. Maybe it will get back to the discount zone below the 16.92, but basically anything below $17 on this coin is very interesting to buy and sell. So again, like the stupidest thing to do, in case you see a coin which has been traded in the discount zone, just pick up the amount of your funds that you're ready to lose because it might go to zero. Yet you can break it in 5 to 10 parts and just buy every time it goes lower and sell it when it goes higher and keep the difference between those 2 points. For example, there is like $17 as the discount zone price. Every dollar you can buy for $100. Whenever it goes up, you just sell for $100. Difference, just keep it on you. This is a very easy thing to do. You don't risk too much. You just don't like spend all your money into one position. Yet you can accumulate a lot of funds that you will be able to sell once it reaches those 50% or like golden ratio zones areas where you can actually easily sell the coin into the market, not worrying about whether it will be enough liquidity or not. So Horizon has been a rock star for the last couple of weeks. And yeah, as you can see, the potential is going up to 84, 85, 100, maybe $130, which is the highest level of resistance before we see the all-time high. So Horizon has a very long potential, and see that it was accumulating for 2.5, maybe even, yeah, basically 2.5 years, which is crazy, right? You could have made a lot of Horizon in your pockets. And as always, guys, we talk about the altcoins which are bullish to anything, like it's trading above its exponential moving average 100 on a weekly base. So we made a list. It's called a green list. The link is down below. It's also on our Telegram group. You can always check it whether the coin is in the green list or not. In case you don't have the full access for the trading view, you can see the pairs which are now bullish. We check them every day. Of course, they can be added, they can be deleted, but that's a very good thing to see whether there's a lot of those coins that are in the list, or maybe your coin is in the list. You want to see what are the good levels to buy. Sometimes we show a couple of them. So in this case, this is a weekly based, what has been changing most for the last week, and what grew the last week, what fell the last week. And the first one is Verge. Verge made it a crazy move for the last week. It made let me see, it's 113%, almost like PHA, which is a Rockstar, 173. And what we can see is that it's trading between two levels. The first is level of resistance of 0.18, 0.018, let's call it 18th of a cent. And the levels of support, which is the area of support currently, it's 0.08. And right now it's trading on this golden ratio area between 0.014, 0.13. You could trade this region. You could have a trader botnet or anything. It has a potential. Verge has been in the market for a very, very long time. Everybody was talking about Verge. I do remember that even some adult-oriented website was accepting Verge as their payment for the membership for some time. That was 2017. I was young. Never asked me how do I know about this stuff, but there is a potential for it to go lower. Again, the discounted area zone is 0.003 and below. This is Verge. Regarding Cortex CTXC, it has been on the monitored list. Yes, I decided to trade it. I was waiting patiently what is going to happen to the coin below the 52 and 48. It went down to area of 32 to 29 cents and decided just to trade it a little bit to see whether there's a possibility for it to go back to at least test this levels for the resistance of 48 to 52 cents. Yet there's a bigger potential for it to go to 20 cents, and there's an order for 20 cents that is expecting and anticipating just to buy it there. So I would be able to sell everything. I'm not risking much, and I would not recommend you to risk much in those types of coins, especially if they're in the monitored list in Binance. The bullish altcoins monthly wise, because it's the end of the month, come on guys, let's see who made it the most and who lost the most for the last month. FTM lost 17% for the last month, and PHA like gained 305%. Yeah, we talked about PHA. ATA was making crazy yesterday. Yeah, we checked it like 100% per day. Totally nuts. But let's talk about the ones which we didn't talk about. So the first one is ATA. Yes, the accumulation zone, which was happening below the 20 cents, was a very good area. I was still accumulating ATA at that zone. I started to sell once we've seen the price move above that zone, above the 20 cents area. We're now back in. Maybe you would be interested to accumulate. The coin is interesting as it's a very technical project, and Of course, you may read more information about this project at CoinMarketCap, but I've been accumulating it for 2.5 years. So there's a possibility for ATA to go up. Also, there's a possibility for it to go down. I do not need to invest anything more because I already have a big position, which I'm already out of. My money in it is mostly just the money of the market left inside the position. So anything I gain above the zero, it's always a plus for me. So again, accumulation zone, this is an interesting zone for you. And the last one is a Phantom, well, very well known token. We've talked about it. It was breaking the resistance of 82 to 75 cents, broke the resistance, went up to the next resistance levels of 133, 121. Now it's getting back, and it's already back to the area of the support, 82 to 75. So look out for the volumes, for the liquidations. They might be happening just below the zone of 65, 67 cents. You can buy into that coin and wait for it to go back, because usually those are the zones when the price is accumulating. Of course, there's still a potential for it to reach the 50 cents. Don't put all your money into one position, but this is a good thing because you can expect it to go up from that zone, or just to see it go down to the area of 50 cents, which is a very good support level. Of course, there's a discount zone, and the discount zone is below 35 cents. So this is everything about the Phantom for life. Guys, I would really be thankful if you like this video, make comment, like do anything, so your friends would know what to invest in next year. And I really hope to see you next year, next time. It was me, Mehdi, on the Slidi Trade channel. Hope to see you next time. Bye. Happy New Year.